Cool. Alright, awesome pasta and sauces. Okay, cool, that's going. Aha, I was mute. Now Twitch can hear me. And then everyone else should be able to hear me on this end. Um, and bring you up, and bring you up, bring you up, and then bring you up. Awesome. Hi, Eager. How are you? Oh, we're doing Twin Mirror today. I got locked outside today, so sorry if I sound a little flustered. So I had to climb through the window like a spy.
Up after a light rainfall most of the afternoon. The weather's approaching 49 degrees, so we've got a brisk West Virginia evening ahead of us. Wrap up tight and settle in, folks. This is 104.3 WVCK, the Basswood Sound. And I'm your host, Carrie Hammond.
Oh wow, that sucks.
Coming up after a short break,
I'm a little tired because I climbed through the window to get back inside my house because I didn't have the key to get back through the back door. So that was my morning so far. But I'm glad you're doing good. Happy to hear that. I have no idea what this game is about. All I know is a narrative story-based game where my choices do matter. Choices. Got lucky with heavy rain. I got really, really lucky with it. But I think it's by the same people who made the first Life is Strange game. Or helped worked on it. I don't know. I was looking at reviews of Life is Strange and stuff, and then I was looking at this game. But yeah. Ooh, my thumb hurts. Trying to climb and pickpocket. Not pickpocket. Pick locks and stuff. Don't pick locks. It's very illegal. All right, cool. Oh wait. Take a walk on the promontory. I'm ready from this town 2 years ago. Definitely not ready to be back. Not ready to bury my best friend either. But it is what I must do. Nick's funeral starts in about an hour. Enough time for a walk on the promontory to clear my mind or delay the inevitable. Nick's been my friend since we were kids. My only friend. I ghosted him 2 years ago when I left Basswood, and now he's ghosted me by being dead. Fuck. Okay, shit. Wow. Sam Higgs. I left Basswood 2 years ago to run away from a job at a small time newspaper, a town full of angry people, and a failed relationship. I didn't glance back. Now I'm going home to attend my best friend's funeral. What could be more fun than facing all your past mistakes at your friend's graveside, right? Wow, Sam. You got a bit of an issue. Alright, first off, how do I play? I didn't even really look at how to play. I just going by basic button controls. Let's see. In Twin Mirror, play as Samuel, a journalist returning to Basswood, his hometown, investigate and meet the people in town to change his story. The game is based on player choice. The consequences of your actions will impact your relationships with the people you meet. Choose wisely. Ringlet indicates the game is saving, should not be closed. Hints will be displayed here. Indicates an objective has been completed. Indicates that the journal has been updated. Samuel Higgs, a former journalist with extraordinary investigative skills, He's able to approach any situation logically by going into his mind palace, a space of personal reflection in which he is in total control. In order to investigate a scene, you will have to follow these 3 steps. Gathering evidence, search the environment. Sam will store them in his mind palace ready to be assembled when needed. Once all evidence has been found, Sam will be able to form a hypothesis. In case there is evidence to be found, in case there is more evidence to be collected, in case all evidence has been found. Okay, blue means I collected everything, yellow means there's more, and then white means I need to start looking. Projection Manipulus allows Sam to use previously collected clues to form hypothesis by answering a series of questions. Once you have decided on a hypothesis, you will see projection of your proposed version of events. If you change your answers, you will see different projections. Several hypotheses are possible. It's up to you to observe and modify your options until you find one that reveals the truth. Oh, crap. Okay. Once you think you have a right hypothesis, validate it to recreate the supposed version of events. If hypotheses turn out to be invalid, you would need to choose a different one and repeat the process. Okay. Very investigative heavy. Got it. We're gonna be streaming for about 3 hours today. Mondays and Fridays are usually about 3 hours, except last Friday it wasn't 3 hours because I started to crash out.
Time to kill before the funeral. Might as well spend it here.
Okay. There's a path.
Funeral isn't for a while, and I'm not gonna walk into town.
Okay, Sam, relax. I was exploring. Jeez. The game's pretty though. I have medium graphics, so it runs a little bit nicer on
This place
stream.
was always one for decisions. Somewhere for things to fall apart.
Oh, did wow,
I came up
OBS,
here every
thanks.
chance I could. One of the all-time great views. Really makes a small town look big.
Hold on, because OBS decided to say I'm gonna shit the bed real quick. Not bad for low either. Huh. Founded in 1865, this small mining town quickly grew along with the coal industry. At its peak, Basswood produced more coal than any other town in West Virginia, with the Basswood mine being one of the most consistent coal mines in the U.S. Basswood is a wonderful place to simply let nature be nature outside of the Appalachian Trail, with its hundreds of miles of hiking trails. A perfect example of true West Virginia way of life. Basswood is both a reminder of his past and a glimpse into his bright future. Ruined clothes sucks. Okay.
Strange to think of Basswood without its mine.
I remember spending entire summers on the banks fishing with Nick.
My hometown. It felt more imposing in my nightmares. I'm not sure Nick would even want me at his funeral, given how I left things.
Yeah. I mean, kind of shitty of you to leave your best friend hanging, especially if you don't call him back. Kind of a shitty thing. If you're going through something like really like stressful, totally get that. But you know, you can, you know, text him. You have phones, for Christ's sake. Okay.
You'd think the massive cliff face would be a giveaway.
He is very bitter. He's very, very bitter. Can I run? Not yet.
get the feeling it still sees some use, given how bad the coverage is up here. These trails were great to walk if you wanted to feel truly alone. Some of these species are endangered. She wrote an article about it.
Oh, she. West Virginia's scenic mountain forests are home to deer, flying squirrels, and red foxes, field mice, rabbits, and cave bats, among other animals. Bobcats, wild boars, and even black bears have been seen all over the state. Even every remote farmstead have occasionally sighted the eastern cougar, Puma concolor, on the prowl. Huh, neat.
Hunting is another tradition I could never get behind. Just don't see the appeal.
When hunting, carry with you any and all required permits and licenses. Do not hunt while under the influence of alcohol. Hunting is forbidden between half an hour after sunset and half an hour before sunset, before sunrise. Okay.
A lot of people were upset when it closed, but not upset enough to fix it. I left a sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it.
That's kind of gross.
There seems to be something here.
Oh. Ooh, what is that?
Lovers scarring a tree to write down their initials. Always seem...
It was her idea to carve your initials here into the tree. That was before, well, you know the rest. You came up here one night with her by your side. It was late and you were about to head back when Anna said that she wanted to show you something. She had scratched her initials into the tree, then drew a heart around them. What are you, 12? You scoffed. She took your hand and made you retrace the grooves in the wood with your fingers. When you're 12, she said, and you're in love for the first time, it's what you will compare the rest of your life to forever. You laughed and she kissed you, then you drove home and never thought about that tree until now. Brother, you bittersweet to see your own name carved into a tree. You're kind of a dick, aren't you, Sam?
It's twisted to me.
You know, Sam, you're kind of a little bit of a coward. I get it. Being emotional is
I
very
used to love
difficult.
looking at basswood from up here. Helped give me perspective. Until that day.
Damn, if someone just pushed you right off, that'd be the end of the game. That would suck.
Why can't the real world be as clear and peaceful as my own mind?
Is that not the real world, my guy?
Even if it does mean nothing stays hidden in here. Not even me.
Yeet! Just hear yourself off the side of the building, off the side of the cliff, and you're like, cool. Suicide ending, guilt. The guilt ending. Oh man. So far, Sam's not really arcade machine. Cool, cool, cool.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
Ooh, and you got asked to be a
And yet I stopped
godfather?
taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
Huh. Okay, cool. Optimal shots for stuff.
lot of the human interest pieces.
What can I say? I'm interested in humans and their pieces. What do you like to write?
I gotta run to a review with Walt. You two feel free to chit-chat. And Sam, be nice.
I had never met someone so interested in others, even in me.
And yet you fumbled, my guy. You fumbled. I'm sure she's a really nice woman, and you probably fumbled so hard.
The story is important. You know I think that. It's just... people around here have short tempers and long memories. Be careful. Sam, are you even listening to me?
Oh, you got
I heard you,
consumed.
But no, I wasn't listening.
Oh, you got consumed with your job, and you did something really fucked up. Man, you did something really messy. You got really messy, Bessie, my guy. Really messy.
Come on, Anna, look at this.
What is it? Someone skinny dipping?
Anna, you really need to see this.
I can't even see. Something's blocking it.
Are you about to propose?
Sam, what are you doing?
I'm trying to be romantic.
What? Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing.
Oh, she wasn't ready.
I'm down on one knee, a ring. What else would I be doing?
Oh.
You look like I just ran over your grandma. Okay, the silence is really starting to scare me now. Anna, please say something.
Sam, put that away. Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring. You should know that. We've discussed it before.
I mean, you don't need a ring to say you're married. Even though I get the gesture.
We weren't happy. She was the one brave enough to face that. Lost in my head again. How much time did I miss?
Okay. Well, time to face music. Got a new journal entry. Decide to, would my whole life be different if she said yes? Seeing her again, that's going to be hard. Yet part of me is looking forward to it. The rest of me wants to turn around and leave now. Jesus. You are kind
I
of a
missed the
mess.
funeral. Maybe it's for the best. On the bright side, Nick's not alive for me to let him down again.
Oh, you just sat here and missed the entire goddamn funeral. Christ.
Sorry, Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around. Given up already? Just a quick, depressing jaunt down memory lane and then you're gone? I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. And you might be right. But it's been 2 years. It's time to face the world. Time to adult. The good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
Well, this is one hell of an opening. Alright, Sam. Time to go down and face the past. I'm almost there.
Lost the signal. Some things never change.
Look, let's just go and not be a dick about it. Yeah? It has been 2 years. You can at least go see the gravesite and talk to him. And then go back home and call it a day. Even though I totally get it, coming back home is really fucking awkward and uncomfortable. Oh, our goddaughter. Hey. God, Sam, what the fuck were you doing?
Muley, you actually came.
Wow, she's so
It's
disappointed
been a
with us.
while. You've gotten taller.
This is so awkward. I hate this.
Can we talk?
We're talking right now.
It's cold.
Oh, she's a teen.
So,
You left.
Yeah, I did.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
No, she's right. I did.
Look, Joan, I messed up.
You said you wouldn't leave.
Ew.
You said I don't remember exactly, but you pinky swore.
I didn't mean to lie. I just screwed up. After Anna broke up with me, I'm sorry. I wish words meant anything. I wish this didn't make it harder for you to trust me now.
You could have at least called something.
She got you there.
Especially after, after my dad.
Yeah, she got you there, dude.
I don't know
She
what to
got
say
you.
to that. You're right. I wasn't in a state where I could reach out to anyone. I'm still not. If Nick hadn't died, I never would have come back.
Thanks for being honest. You're always at least honest.
See? Thank God. Staying with the honesty, at least. If anything. Even the honesty route kind of sucks.
Listen, I wanted to talk to you about what happened to Dad. It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have just crashed.
Oh,
He drove
shit.
like a grandma, you know that. It's wrong. I don't buy it.
I'm just in town for the funeral, Joan. I'm not a PI or a cop.
You're the closest thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it, Muley? Please?
She wants her father's death to mean something. But where does that lead?
What if it leads to the truth? That could change everything.
An hour ago, you wanted to run away. Now you want to start another investigation?
Oh, are we even ready for
A
that?
few questions won't hurt anyone. Just tonight. To reassure her. And myself.
This is a wake. If you poke around, people may end up poking back. Okay,
Like, why
whatever
you
do,
why you
at
left?
least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on,
Friends don't lie to each other.
even if it means disappointing her again. It's your call.
Oh, man. Oh, shit. Oh, that's mean. Oh, fuck. Wait. Oh, no. What do we do? dear. If we keep her out of it, she's probably going to nosedive into it anyway. But if we promise to look into it, at least that way we can keep an eye on her so she doesn't get hurt. And if nothing comes up, we're both disappointed. But if we keep her out of it, she won't be disappointed that her dad's death was just an accident. You know? Oh, shit. See, I wanted to bring her into it because if she goes poking around by herself, at least I know where she is and she won't end up dying. But if I bring her with me, she could still end up dying. Oh, God. See? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch you talk about it. So if you holla, what my mom said to pick the best one, that means you are it. Ooh, oh. Okay. Okay. In case we get one of the shittier endings, I want to try to. Ah, fuck. I want to promise that I look into it. But if I can't keep the promise, I don't want to break it. Oh, God. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, God. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna coin flip it. Heads for glasses, tails for Sam. Oh. Okay. I'm going to keep her out of it. Just in case I don't. It would be cruel. Especially if nothing comes up. But if nothing comes up, then nothing comes up. Oh, fuck. So I don't want to break a promise. I don't want to lie to her and break a promise. Oh, this is gonna be such a bad choice either way. This is such a shitty choice down the line. Okay.
Okay. I'll see what I can see and all that. Gumshoe it up.
You will?
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Yeah, me too. I might just be, I don't know, crazy or something.
Okay,
but
she's reasonable.
You want to know for sure. I get it.
Yeah.
I should go in before my mom misses me.
Like,
You better get in there too. Can't hide in your car all night.
see, the
Who says
problem
I'm hiding
is,
out
if we
here?
keep her out of it, okay,
I do.
hold on. See, the problem is, if we keep her out of it, she's gonna get pissed off with us. If we're like, no, there's nothing to really look at. It was just an accident. Because she's might be the one to try to go investigate on her own. And that could get her in some really bad bullshit. But if we do it, we can at least semi guarantee her safety. If we promise her, like, yeah, we can go look into it. And then at least that way, if we are on a trail of a killer or a murderer or whatever, then at least that way we have the possibility of keeping her safe. That's the goal, is to keep her safe. Oh, I hate.
See you inside.
Jesus. Alright, Joan, Bug, Waldron. Of all people I hurt when I left Basswood, Joan is one that least deserved it. She was just a kid and my goddaughter, but it's a tough job to be a lonely kid, a lonely kid's only friend. Oof! And we're her only friend too. Fuck. I couldn't hack it. Now that her dad died, things aren't going to get any easier for her. Angry, hurt, stubborn, hard to believe. Joan was the one who nicknamed me Mully. Not that I'm looking for an excuse. I made a promise to a child that would break her heart whether I keep her or not. What if she's right about her father's death? What will that do to her? What if I can't give her the answer she's hoping for? See, I'm damn if I do, damn if I don't. And the key word for her is she's stubborn. She's angry and she's stubborn. So if she finds something, anything at all, that somehow has anything to do with her dad's death, she's gonna latch onto it. And that's very hard to dissuade somebody who think they have information on something pertaining to their family member. That's hard. The same town, the same doubts and the contradictions. Face it or escape it. This time I made a different decision. The temptation to embark on another doom investigation lead to nothing but pain was too strong to resist. Am I going to do this for Joan, for Nick, or for myself? We're doing it for Joan. Because we don't know. I'm assuming, I don't know, fuck. What are my stats? We're reading with Joan. I promised Joan I asked some questions about her father's death. Oh, 83% users chose that route. Oh, yay. Oh, this is going to be one hell of a ride. One hell of a ride of a game. Sam, I hope to God you're not a pill popper either. That would just add fuel to the fire of fuck ups. So I really don't want to disappoint Joan. Okay. Woo!
Seems Kathy's been keeping this running 100,000 miles past its prime.
I hope she's not running short on money.
Brother, you can't offer her any money since you've been gone. You probably know Kathy way too damn well. You cannot do anything for these people until you earn their trust back. I'm calling it. Speaking of trust, Pathologic 2 is going to be one hell of a ride too.
Some of the police force stopped by, which means most of the police force stopped by.
Oh, small town police officer.
Might as well talk to Walter. I'll have to sooner or later.
Okay, hold on. Give us a second.
Whoever said you can judge someone by their car never met Tara.
Sorry. You know what's the crazy thing about this? He's familiar with everybody because he's only been gone for 2 years, so it hasn't been that long.
Same old town, same old bar. The more things change.
But more things stay the same. You didn't finish the quote. Is there anything else I can get information on?
Yes, the cat food is under the sink. Yes, yes it is, Mother. Trust me.
Oh, I like him.
Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you back. Samuel Higgs, as I live and breathe. Has it really been over 2 years? Regardless, I'm so glad you finally made it. It's good to see you. What kept you?
A trip down memory lane. I missed the funeral, but I made it to Nick's wake.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a Basswood back-in-town requirement. So good to see you, even if I wish the circumstances were different. In times like these, we need the comforting touch of others.
All right, have a good dinner. Hug him. Just hug him, please. At least be nice to the guy. He's friendly as ever.
Also, have you spoken to Anna lately?
Nope.
No, why?
No reason. If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up.
Are you dating Anna
I'll see
now?
you inside.
I hope to God you're not the killer. If you are the killer, that's like the most obvious red herring type of shit ever. It was a half-ass hug. I hope you have a good dinner. I'll
read
see you
initiators'
later.
papers since
I'll
I
probably be
left.
still streaming
Wonder how
though
they've been
for like
doing
another
without
like
me.
full hour. Anyway, local legend honored today. Ooh, wow, he was
Must have been
favored.
a hard issue to write.
Wait, who wrote that?
It was something seeing my name in the basswood jungle for the first time.
Ooh, oh Sam, you should get some soda. Anything else? All right, let's see. We met my old boss at the paper. I say he taught me everything I know, but given my track record, that wouldn't be much of a compliment. I always thought Walter was a decent sort, a rare breed who truly believes his job is to serve the community. Cena Oldrook was nicer than expected. Okay. You don't often make it to the front page of the newspaper with good news. Not even in Bass with a car crash. Walter did a good job on the obituary. All right.
Ugh, I'm not ready for this.
Listen, Sam, Bud, listen. You gotta do this.
Here we go.
At least be nice to the guy who's considered friendly until otherwise.
Mr. Samuel Higgs.
Oh,
Big
you're
shot investigator
you're
for
gonna be an
Port-
asshole, aren't you?
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires. But that mean you couldn't leave town. And you are leaving town right after this, right? As if you aren't. Well, Nick's memory only goes so far. That's what I thought.
Come on, it ain't worth it.
At least
Making
Not-
friends already, I see.
not really, but
Been a
you know.
while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
Ooh. Just here for Nick.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah. Shame that. You watch yourself.
Okay, well, shit. Oopsie. That was an interesting mistake.
I think
Hold
it's
on.
time I go put up.
Hold on. Hold on, because my YouTube is being dumb. 1 second. Why is it doing the thing? It's doing the thing. It's doing the thing. What the why the fuck? Shit. Because for whatever reason, this is being dumb. Um, yeah, that's fine. That's working. That's the view. I'm going to delete that. Okay, cool. That was weird. I don't like when it does that. I really, really don't. That's very annoying. Okay. Right. Dinklins, the local law enforcement, I vaguely remember him from school. He used to get into law fights, usually to protect smart kids. No one was surprised that he became a cop. Okay? All the miners in Basswood lost their jobs when the mines closed. I know better than to provoke him.
A photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right? Declan lacks subtlety, but he loves this town like no one else.
You always did know how to start a ruckus. Can't say I missed that.
I'm not trying to.
Old-timers in general already don't like me, and the article just made it worse.
Someone's purse is left here. Oh, is that Anna? Ooh, not yet.
That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
Before we go see Anna, because that's her right there. I'm assuming this is her purse.
It's supposedly the spirit of coal. Doesn't really belong here anymore. He's owned this bar for almost a decade and still can't afford another employee.
Not really. You just quoted him a couple of times and I found it sounded
Collection
good.
of bottles.
So I had to throw them all out on their ear, and only then did I realize.
Ah, Samuel, my favorite ex-muckracker. Join us. Join us.
How was the funeral?
Wasn't there. Setting up for this.
Everyone came, most of the town, it felt like. A sea of sad, wet eyes. I gave the eulogy. Felt hollow. So hollow. He worked for me for years. For years, my best reporter. What do you even say about him?
I guess dedicated?
Remember that article? Something about stoplights? No one cared, but he did. Months of effort.
Yield signs. He approached each story with his pen like a knight wielding a sword.
It's the small things. Like he always kept his window down. Said cars made him claustrophobic. That's how he stays with us. The little details.
I remember the bar bets about that safe spot at Pac-Man. He got me one night.
Yeah, got me once too. Can't believe it's real.
Enough about Nicholas, enough. Tell me, how have you been, Sam? How have you really been?
Fuck it, we're honest.
I spend all day doing nothing. I don't even count days. They just blur together.
Oh, he's depressed.
Nick's death barely hit me. It was like a pinprick compared to just everything.
Time heals most wounds. Some it just makes worse. Sounds like you need something to pull you out of your rut.
Well, I think I've taken enough of your gents' time.
Go, mingle, circulate, but you must join us for an actual round later. You must.
I like Walter. Oh, God. Walter's not really the one we need to ask just yet.
Yeah, that could be nice. Maybe. We'll see.
Think about it, Samuel. A drink with friends is worth 1,000 among enemies.
God, I don't know who to ask. There's Joan. Gosh, she's so tiny.
Everyone here seemed to really like my dad.
Of course they did, Bug.
Everyone's nice in that creepy way. It's weird. Even Anna's weird.
I mean, your dad's a good
People
guy.
don't really know what to say, but they genuinely liked your dad. So even if they're weird and clumsy, it comes from a good place.
Now you sound all weird and clumsy.
Don't I always?
Do you ever just watch people?
It's pretty much all I do.
Me too. But I don't always like what I see.
Like what? Tell me, Joan. Tell me.
Sammy! Oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately, always churning.
I didn't
And
ask.
this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know.
Oh,
Have you met Hugh? He took over the
that's
old pharmacy just after you left.
weird.
No.
I thought
The
he just
infamous
hit a car, not got
I've
caught on
read that
fire.
article you wrote on the mine. You must have put in a lot of legwork on that.
I guess it took a lot of research.
It took reading thousands of public records, but a pattern emerged of willful negligence.
You are a bulldog. A dangerous man to anyone using power to exploit others.
That's nice of you to say.
Oh, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
Okay. I'm trying to keep a low profile. A small town bartender who listens more than he talks. Ethan's bar must be the only prosperous business in Basswood. With Walter here, what you see is what you get. His grief for Nick is sincere. Tara, the office administrator at Basswood Jungle, is a proverbial weird coworker. She likes everyone and everything: dinosaurs, romance novels, evangelical TV conspiracy theories, rice cookies, unusual street names. You name it, she talk about it for hours. Okay, cool. He was new in town, but seems like he knows how to fit in. Then again, as the town's pharmacist, fitting in is a part of his job. Still, it's decent of him to come to Nick's wake.
Bess always had a soft spot for Nick. I think she liked his work ethic.
We are
No more than 3,000
Pretty courageous of him to try his luck in Basswood,
I thought
given
it
the
was
state of things.
4,000.
That's what crooked pharmacists want you to believe. But that amount is down.
Oh, that was hers. Okay, Anna's not here.
There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce, but anyone can see she's taking his death hard.
Oh, he was divorced. Oh shit. Okay.
Should I have brought flowers? Do people expect me to?
Okay, I can't really observe that.
Some people can play this game drunk. Anna was best at 3 beers.
He used to play pool a lot with Nick then. Oh.
Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
Oh, she does not like us. Fuck. Be friendly, I
it's
guess?
been too long, Kathy.
Has it? Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick
Trust
and
me, I
I
know.
were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town. All right?
Oh. I mean,
Your daughter thinks Nick's crash doesn't make sense.
She's a little girl who lost her father. She's confused right now. Don't you go encouraging her, or worse, putting those thoughts in her head. I frankly thought you knew better.
Do you think she has a point?
I think you should stay away from her.
Okay, cool. She came to me.
You're a lot like Pac-Man, Sam.
I consume everything in my path?
You find every last bite. The mine closing wasn't your fault. Your investigation just hurried things up. You probably saved some lives, you know.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Muley.
You piece of
Language.
Is that a wedding ring?
I didn't know you were thinking about marriage.
Oh, it's just... it feels like the right thing to do.
Dad, what's the point of getting married?
Well, it's just one of those things people do, Bug. Here, you can play.
Someone has to show you grown-ups. Video games are the realm of the young.
Have you talked to Anna about this?
That's kind of the point. I'll talk to her about it when I show her the ring.
If you say so. Hey, just remember I'm here, right? If you need anything. Anything but my arcade secrets. Those I'll take to the grave.
And he sure as fuck did.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy. Look at us. Those two were a great team. Bug was so small back then. Happier times. This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face. He was more her best friend than a dad. I wonder who took that picture.
Is that the dev team or the the actors?
We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend.
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
bet.
Who are you?
Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood? Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
Fuck it, let's be a little
Dennis,
sassy.
I won the bet I had with myself that you'd be an asshole right off the bat.
That was a safe bet.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
Okay,
This
relax.
coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way. Relax. I'm just playing. At least tell me how you've been.
Fuck
You
it, let's
must
be.
know, I still haven't bounced back from when Anna and I broke up.
I think you mentioned she broke up with you? Yeah, but I hear you. Yeah, that's how I ended up in this shit town. Chasing a woman. Yeah, then she left and I got stuck here with 2 kids.
Oh, you're a father. It probably should be a
Anyway,
dad.
cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
Oh, wow. She looks good. This is awkward, though.
As time draws near, my
Hope to God this is not copyrighted. If this is copyrighted, I'm gonna have to talk over it. Dennis is an IT guy at the paper I used to work for. I remember him as a bitter, mean-spirited guy, a loner with not many friends. If Bass was so am I, but it doesn't mean we're kindred spirits. Kathy and Nick married young and divorced quick. I'm not sure she ever really liked me though. I was her daughter's godfather, or maybe that just made things worse. Kathy's never forgiven me for disappearing from Joan's life.
And I must part. How little you know of the grief and woe.
Sorry, I'm going to have to cut it down real quick. Just so I don't get my channel and my Twitch channel copyrighted. Okay. Wow, only 11% shared a hug with Walter? Fuck, okay.
Not now, Sam.
There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their
Okay.
divorce. But anyone can see she's taking his death hard. You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out more. Declan lacks subtlety, but he loves this
Nothing
town
new.
like no one else.
See, the problem is, if there is...
So, Sam, how's life been treating you?
I guess
Same way it treats everyone. Some days are better than others.
Yeah, that's pretty optimistic, coming from you.
I try.
You staying in town long?
Not really. Why? You think I'm gonna disturb the peace or something?
Wouldn't be your first time. Have a nice evening, Sam.
See, everyone's friendly, but they're not.
So tragic what happened to Nick. The details are horrible. They think
You
he
might
didn't
give me a
die
lot of
anyhow.
honest
Instead,
answers.
He roasted to death. Not enough to damage the bones, but you know, not a pretty sight. Unless you're into that kind of thing, of course. I didn't mean to be rude, Sam.
It's all right. Tell me
It's
more.
all right, Tara. I don't like the sight of dead, burned people.
Oh, thank God. I wouldn't want to be rude on a day like this. Poor Sam. Now that Nick is gone, everyone in town hates you. I mean, I don't. Why would I? It's not my job you destroyed. You're not the cause of all my problems. I mean, that's what you did for pretty much all of Basswood, but not
What?
to me.
Thanks, Sarah.
So, I don't hate you.
Thanks for the confidence booster, Tara. I'll see you around.
Okay. All right. So people are pissed off because I found the mine was doing some shady. Well, Sam found out that this mine was doing some shady shit on the side. That was gonna get a lot of people fucking killed. And now that everyone is like, we don't have nothing prosperous anymore in town because the coal mine got shut down because it's doing some shady shit. People could have also died. Everyone's pissed off with us, and then Anna broke up with us, and we had nothing left in the town to deal with. Got it. Sarah has on filter. She make a terrible spy or a serial killer, or maybe an excellent one. I don't.
I've never known Tara to not take over a conversation.
Okay.
Dennis, bitter and jaded. He's even worse than the last time we spoke. He's owned this bar for almost a decade and still can't afford another employee. Walter can be overwhelming at times, but he means well.
That's the guy who got the mine closed.
I can't believe he showed up after what happened.
Oh yeah, we are not liked. Oh, we are not liking this fucking town. Jesus.
Anna used to play it almost every night. She stopped after her father's accident.
There was also an accident with another dad? Interesting. Remember when Anna was learning to learning to play the guitar? Getting up early to practice before work is how you used to wake up listening to her plucking chord progressions before bringing her coffee. She was happy then, even if that guitar had its own history of sadness and loss even before today. You never met Anna's mom. She didn't really talk about her, but but the few times she did, it was always about how she loved having music in the house. Her mom used to play old folk songs on her guitar, and the two of them would sing along, singing cross-legged on the floor on long afternoons of her childhood. Anna lost her mother when she was a teenager, but even in the following years of grief, conflict, and escape, she held on. She held onto her mom's guitar, even though she never learned to play it. Instead, she left basketball, went to college, came back a journalist telling stories of her own hometown. Remember the feature she wrote about the old music shop in Gooseneck Hill. Anna took the excitement when no one else wanted. Her article didn't rescue the music shop from bankruptcy, but the owner came to thank her personally. He gave her a free lesson as a thank you gift, so finally she learned to play. Well, that's sweet. Can't investigate it. Okay. Hi, Anna.
Has it really been 2 years since I saw her? She hasn't changed a bit.
Oh, you're still in love with her, my guy. Oh, let's get this awkwardness.
Sam!
Oh, wow, she's very happy to see us. I guess head back? Even though you're awkward, my guy?
I've missed you. Why'd it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
Um, it wasn't because of you. It's
It's
just
not your fault. There's a lot of people that don't want me here, including myself.
People around here have short tempers,
And long memories.
but most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyway. Maybe in a year or two, 5, if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
oh, I oh,
I wanted to help. I was trying to make things better.
You always do. Try, at least. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together. It started to get serious. But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
I can imagine.
Yeah. That's, you two...
Ooh, shot through the heart.
Must be so
and
hard.
I'm to blame.
Are you okay? You knew about us, right? He said he was going to tell you.
Yeah, I knew, but knowing and, knowing are different.
Yeah, I guess they are. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
Do we ask Anna? No, we have to ask someone
It's hard
who's
for
not
me to
so
really
close
just wrap
to
my
this.
head around it. Nick being gone. Smart. Don't rock the boat when the person in the boat just lost a loved one.
It's big. I can't get my head around it either. His stuff is all over my house, but he's just missing. Things without an owner. Most of it I'll probably give to Joan and Kathy, throw away. I don't even know. Sam, I'm tired, and if I'm gonna drink and cry, I want to do it alone. I played that stupid song like I told myself I would. He said, or he used to say, it made him ache. I did it, and I'm going home. We need to catch up, though.
Wow, this is awkward.
Let's meet for coffee tomorrow and talk. Really talk. 9:30?
Yeah, maybe.
I'll be at the cafe across.
Okay, the problem is Anna and Nick were together. If Kathy was pissed off with Anna and Nick for getting back together, there's a high likely chance that she probably could have set him up to get murdered, maybe, but she would have done that to Joan. Seeing Anna again threw me for a loop so much that I didn't even ask her about the circumstances of Nick's death, but afterwards I got a feeling that it was for the better.
From the paper. Christina's. It was honestly nice seeing you.
See, that also makes me feel like that her and Nick were getting together while the whole town was hating on Sam. If that's the case, that's kind of fucked up.
Samuel, come. Have a round with me.
I need a drink or two. Or 3. And then I'll go.
People leave you or they die. That's the only way anything ends.
I've never known Tara to not take over a conversation. You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out more.
I'm just double checking because you never know when like things change.
It does look tempting.
Might as well.
So, Nick wasn't drunk, and me? I was drunk as a skunk.
Ah, Samuel. Join us. We were just sharing stories about dear Nicholas. And let me get your next round. Maybe Ethan has a suggestion for a worthy spirit?
Wow, spirits? Oh, no. Friends drink beer.
Yes, I suppose that's fitting. To dear Nicholas.
Yeah, he'd been coming in a lot lately. Sat right there. With a bad dad joke or two.
With friends, I guess? Maybe Anna.
Well, by himself with his laptop as his date.
He never drank alone.
You two were close, though, right? Tell me about the man outside the bar.
He had a terrible memory. Couldn't remember names, dates, passwords. Kept his notes squirreled around him like a hoard.
We need his notes.
He was always good with Joan, though Kathy did the heavy lifting. Took her to school, fed her, clothed her, and Nick would pick her up. Play dad for a few hours. Mostly she'd just sit in the office drawing. He'd drop her back off with her mom after dinner.
Greater men have done far less by their daughters. The friend of man, the friend of truth, the friend of age, and guide of youth. Few hearts like his with virtue warmed, few hearts with knowledge so informed. If there's
I
another
swear, if I
world,
find,
he lives
hold
in
on, I'm
bliss.
sorry. If I find a motherfucker if I find any like death notes or notes of like potential threats that start rhyming, Walter, my guy, I'm looking at you. You rhyming motherfucker.
If there is none, he made the best of this.
Burns. That from your eulogy?
You know Robert Burns? And no, just something I keep on hand for toasts.
Well, it's a good choice. And sorry about that, Sam. I wasn't trying to bring you down.
Everyone liked him. I think even Dennis liked him somewhat.
He always had a lot of friends. A few who couldn't make it sent flowers.
How's the family taking it?
Joan and Kathy seem shaken. Kathy has a lot to deal with, now more than ever. And who can prepare for losing a parent? Not a soul. Not a single soul.
I hope you're a red herring.
It always seemed so easy for him. Every day he'd show up, smile, no matter what.
Of the qualities in a good man, that one deserves to be at the top.
Walter, I'm not going to put you on the
quality I
list.
possess.
This isn't a place for self-pity. This is a place for dour reflection.
Yes, and drinking.
Toast.
To Nick, he was my friend. He will be missed, but not forgotten.
Hear, hear.
We can ask about it tomorrow.
Put that down! Kathy, what's your underage child doing drinking? You have no control over her? Ethan could lose
I
his
wasn't
license.
doing anything! Don't touch me!
Joan!
Leave me alone. Ugh, you guys are all so stupid!
You do not talk to people that way.
I broke a promise already, didn't I?
I'm sorry, everyone. She's just so
That was quite heavy-handed. I hope the little one doesn't take it to heart.
I'll talk to Joan.
I'll send her a text. Make sure she's gonna be okay.
At least if she doesn't have anyone else in this town worry about like the circumstances, then at least I'm here. Aw, we're getting drunk. Damn it.
What a night! I'd say that went well. Ish. You got to chat with everyone you've been avoiding. Even if the years didn't smooth their animosity as much as I hoped.
Just shut up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea.
You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back. It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh?
I am so very sorry. You stuck in existence, stuck in my head, just a terrible state you're in.
Get your anger and sarcasm out of your system. Better you take it out on me than anyone else. You're back out in the world. Feeling emotions, fitting in. That's
Oh, we've
progress.
been real
Fuck
fucking
the
depressed.
world. Pointless talking and more talking, and no one says what they mean. Go away. Let me enjoy being miserable.
Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid. No promises.
All right. Wow. That was intense. Jesus fuck.
Hello? Checkout was at 9. Sir, we need the room.
No, stay out.
You have 10 minutes before we charge you for another day.
Okay, okay. What kind of monsters have a checkout at 9? What happened last night? My head. Pills plus drinking. That was not my best idea. Did I black out or what? I can't think straight. Need some water.
Late for checkout. They can wait a bit more. Didn't even get under the covers. Glad I even made it to the bed.
All right, cool. All right, what the fuck are these? Hold on.
God, what a headache. I feel like a small jackhammer in my left temple.
At least it won't take me long to get my things. I was at least hoping I'd look better than I feel. I already feel more human. Now, where did I put my shirt?
Oh, dear.
That's not good. That's... Where did I get this? What did I do?
Alright, here we go. Let's figure out what the fuck happened last night. Jesus. Someone's out to get me. Like they're out to get Nick. Do I have to run? Oh, wait, what the fuck am I doing? Oh, man. I didn't know I was in a chase sequence. Oh. Oh, I have to restart.
Sam, be more careful. Breathe. Focus.
Okay. Oh man, I didn't know I was doing chase sequences. God damn it!
Find the way to calm down.
He's getting bigger.
Sam, focus. You have to find the right door. You need to steady yourself.
There we go. Oh, Jesus. Danger. I'm a killer. No. Prison. Given, no. Hurt, death, joke, time! Fuck! How did I do this section? God damn it!
Sam, focus. You have to find the right door. You need to steady yourself.
Is this the right door? Because it doesn't say anything. Nope. What the fuck am I doing? Oh. An adult at the same time. Grief isn't helping matters. She feel like there's no one in her corner. Kathy and Joe's relationship seems fraught with tension.
Sam, focus. You have to find the right door. You need to steady yourself.
It's getting redder. God damn it. What the fuck am I doing? It's getting redder. I don't like it. I lose?
Samuel, focus. Focus on anything other than the fear.
Was that the tutorial? How that doesn't affect my ending. That'd be very annoying if it does.
You're doing good. Really good. You're almost there. Focus. Choose. Act. Deliberately. Get far away. Don't think. Just go. Hide. It's never happened. Go. If I run, I'll keep running. I need to face what happened. Answers. Hide. It's never happened. Going. Get far away. Don't think. Just go. As far, as fast as I can. If I run, I'll keep running. I need to face what happened. Answers. Yes, answers. Good or bad, I need answers.
Okay. Wow.
I know what you're thinking. Stop thinking that. Pills and alcohol, you're lucky enough you didn't wake up dead. I need to know what happened last night. The last place I remember is the bar, so I'll start there. The squeaky nail gets hammered down. Maybe don't play lone wolf detective. I'm gonna take it slow and be cautious, don't worry. Yeah, telling people not to worry always works. I can't just run from whatever this is. So either help me or get out of my head. It's your life, Sam. I just live here.
It was probably the miners. I had an option to leave early. Why are we breaking in the back? Sam!
The more things change, the more they stay the same. Do you really think breaking and entering is a good idea? Used Ethan's hidden spare key, no breaking involved. I don't know if he'll see it that way. I could wait for the bar to open, or I could look for answers. I picked the latter.
Or maybe just wait for the bar to open? No? Okay, cool, Sam. This is not gonna get you the answers you're seeking, my guy. What's that adage about happy families all being the same while the miserable ones are miserable on their own way? It sure didn't take long for Ethan's family to develop their own brand of unhappiness. I like Ethan. I'm not gonna take that. That's very suspicious.
I doubt Ethan's account somehow led to the blood on my shirt.
Yeah, there's not much in here. Hmm. You could have just waited. It's not like we were going to find anything. What we could have asked Ethan what happened
Whoa.
with us.
What happened here last night? First, look around, figure out what happened. I ended up drinking alone. So who brought that second glass? Ugh. Did I do this? Sorry, Nick.
We still got a little bit more to find.
These were sent scattering. Someone thrown into them?
It could have been the miners who waited for Declan to leave. There's the blood.
It might have fallen off the table. Seems some people got rowdy last night.
Ripped. Did this happen yesterday, or was it always like that?
Hmm. We could play the arcade machine. There's still more evidence I can find. Oh, there it is.
What knocked this clock off the pillar?
It seems there was a fight. It could explain the blood on my shirt. Does it mean that I was involved? I won't be able to find out without more evidence.
Hmm.
Definitely not the wake Nick would have wished for. What a mess. Hope this wasn't me.
Hugh's business card. Wonder why it's here.
What a mess. Hope this wasn't me.
Dennis was here still too.
Joel's hat. Maybe we ended up having it out after all.
What else am I missing?
What a mess. Hope this wasn't me. Definitely not the wake Nick would have wished for.
I wonder if I'm having issues with trying to lock onto the controls. Should be able to, right? Hmm. Hmm. Can't look at this blood, which is very weird. Hold on. Yeah, Ethan 2.0, except this time we are trying to figure out. Hold on, Pac-Manning. Hold on, locking in real quick. Hold on, locked in. Ah, damn it! Let's go! Wow, I cannot believe I got to stream Pac-Man. Juked. Ah, you bastards. They always do that. They always fucking corner me like that. She still wants me. The controls, fuck off, Inky. Why would this game do this to me? Ah. I know, I'm officially Pac-Man streamer now. I almost got the life up. Oh well.
I finally beat Nick's high score.
Oh,
Wish you
hell
were here
yeah,
to take
brother.
it back.
Nick sucks at that game. Suck it, Nick. I'm missing some shit. Oh, here we go. Hold on, 1 second. Koala! Hold on, I think the koala wants to go outside. 1 second. Wanna go outside? Come here. I just want to show them the koala. This is the koala! Outside? Outside? No? jump scare. Yes. Hi, Jack. Hello. I hope work is fine. Hope you're doing good. All right.
The flowers are ruined. Looks like they were knocked over, then stepped on.
Oop. Sorry, hold on.
The pot was completely shattered. Looked like it might have been kicked. Could be the same blood that was on my shirt. DG. Dennis's initials. Was he involved in whatever happened?
All right, we got
Wouldn't
all
surprise
clues.
me. I think I've seen enough to put together the pieces of what happened last night.
Yeah, let's
Just
get
gotta
the
think
fuck
it
out real
through.
quick.
At least I can always count on this place to make sense. Now to work out what happened while I was blacked out last night.
Oh, blackout
Just
drunk.
gotta think it through
Mixed with
logically,
pills.
throw out impossibilities. Until only the truth is left. I know I got into a fight, but it could have played out in many different ways. I have to think it through. Find out what really happened. My memory ends here. But there's 2 glasses. Who was here with me?
Where did it start? Did it start here?
I was drinking on my own when someone approached me. I can't remember who it was, but I know we got into a fight. Obviously. If I figure out how the fight went, I should figure out who my assailant was.
Let's see. Hmm. Because this is where it has to have ended. So I'm going to say it went towards the pillar.
Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. A person thrown into the pillar would do it.
Itchy nose. Hmm.
Broken glass, damaged seat. It's possible the fight made its way over here. Looks like not even the memorial board was spared by the brawl. That could be it, but I still have to figure out who was sitting next to me.
No, it had to have went towards the pillar. logically.
Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall.
We will have to have
Person
ended it
thrown into the
up
pillar would do it.
there. No. This would have been collateral. It will have to have ended at the bar because the damage.
One hell of a mess. This could definitely be the result of two people fighting.
So the question is, who damaged the stage?
That's Dennis's. I definitely wanted to shut him up last night.
Because he would have to left it.
Joel's cap. Maybe he provoked me again after I'd had a few? The jukebox is not in the same place. Maybe it was involved in the fight somehow. Looks like not even the memorial board was spared by the brawl.
Huh. Okay. I'm gonna say it had to have ended at the bar.
One hell of a mess. This could definitely be the result of two people fighting.
And but why would Hugh fight us?
That's Dennis's.
Let's just see it was Dennis. It probably wasn't Dennis though. Because why would he? No, because his bracelet was
If the fight had ended here, the bar wouldn't be such a mess. Joel's cap.
We're going to go through everything. I don't think Hugh was involved because he left the business card. Unless he knocked us the fuck out. No, because his hat wouldn't have ended up there either.
If the fight had ended here, the bar wouldn't be such a mess.
Okay.
Looks like not even the memorial board was spared by the brawl. That's Dennis's. I have the complete picture now.
Oh, it was Dennis. I guess Joel left. That
the
makes
man
sense.
who talks to himself has an idiot for an
Fuck
audience.
off, Dennis.
I see why you have so many friends left in town.
Yeah, you would know about that.
At least my best friend never slept with my ex. Who do you blame more, huh? The backstabbing asshole or the bitch who...
That doesn't explain the blood, though. But that doesn't explain the pharmacy either. The pharmacy card
Don't
either.
talk about Anna or Nick that way.
You think you know who Nick was? Mr. Perfect? Give me a break. You have no idea. No one in this town does.
What are you talking about?
I'll show you. But not here. Meet me later at the...
Hi, did we get caught by Ethan?
Ethan is coming back in through the front. At least I think it's him. You think it's him? I can't actually tell if you can't tell. What I know for sure is if it's Ethan, he may not be happy to find you here. So I strongly suggest you leave. And if you don't, well, tell him you're here to apologize about last night. You trashed up his bar.
I mean, might
and
as well
then broke
stay
in.
and apologize.
Time to leave if you're leaving. You'll want to apologize. Trust me.
God damn. Sam? You're not here to rob me, right?
Ethan, no, I'm not here to rob you.
Oh, good. I won't have to break your legs.
I'm here to apologize about last night.
Ah, I thought that might be the case. Don't sweat it. This place gets busted up once a month.
Sounds rough.
I guess it is what it is. Buy a bar, you gotta run a bar, you know? I'll take cleaning up your dumbass mess over dealing with family any day.
About last night,
Ethan,
though?
Did anything weird happen last night?
Well, you and Dennis beat the crap out of each other, and then you left. And now I gotta clean it up. Don't worry about it too much. No one's on their best behavior after losing a loved one. I know I'm not. At least my sister isn't dead. She's just ruining her life. She wants to be called Kayla now.
Ruining her life?
Yeah, living in some commune. Dropped out of school. Life of a heathen.
I'm sorry, Ethan.
Make mistakes.
Yeah, and I feel like she makes most of them. Sam, I got a lot of your mess to clean up. So if you could, leave.
I got places to be anyways. See you around, Ethan.
Okay, I think we made good with Ethan. I'm happy about that. So we need to talk to Dennis, and then we need to talk to Anna.
Of
Miners
course.
Day.
I come back on the town's Miners Day celebration.
Awkward.
Well, you always did have great timing. No time to dwell on that. Focus. You tried Dennis's cell phone. No answer. So what now? There's that coffee date with Anna. Anna might have to wait. I want to see if anyone has seen Dennis first. I don't know, I'll play it by ear.
Let's go
Just
to Anna.
Remember, she's expecting you. She's extending the olive branch. Don't drop it.
Okay, let's see. Ethan's old school, believes in manners, trashing his bar might be forgiven as long as you duly apologize. No wonder he gets along with the minors. His family seems to be a different story. Turns out Ethan's little sister doesn't like to be told what to do.
I still have time before meeting Anna. Might as well ask if anyone's...
He's probably fucking dead. Dennis behaved like a total jerk last night, stagging off both Nick and Anna to me. How bad did I hurt him?
Oh, Dennis.
Oh, we could run. I hope to God I don't have to run from like a bad guy.
Maybe Kathy will know something. Or that new pharmacist.
Yeah, he left it here.
The perfect toy for a kid who only had imaginary friends.
Oh, Sam, I'm sorry, honey. I really don't want to talk to Kathy right now. I don't think she's too thrilled with me being in town still.
Yo, get out the way.
Just...
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Asshole.
That's enough.
Kathy and Hugh were both at the wake. I should talk to them.
Let's talk to Tara.
Oh, Sam, you here to pick up something for your, condition?
I have a condition?
Yeah, the one that makes you the way you're always so... you?
Fucking Tara.
It's all right, of course. I won't tell anyone. I think I might actually have leaky gut. It's where your intestine starts to dissolve, and your half-digested food starts to leak out into your blood.
I'm sorry, Tara, to
Why not
interrupt.
ask the pharmacist?
And let him know I might have something like that? Ew, he's basically a stranger.
Look, have you seen Dennis?
I saw him yesterday. We exchanged pleasantries. At the wake? Oh, I saw you too.
Thank you, Tara.
Given his condition yesterday, he might have come in here. You walloped him. Why not ask the pharmacist?
Thank you,
I'll
Tara.
just check the internet when I get home. It'll tell me what to get.
It was nice talking to you, Tara.
Tara.
Was it?
Sorry, Tara.
Miner's Day always ends up exactly the same. Relaxing in its constancy. Still here after all these years. She followed Nick to Basswood, but never liked it.
Tara is a little fucking weird, but she means well so far.
Bug made that for Mother's Day years ago, and Kathy still keeps it with her. Hiking is an activity best done alone on a Sunday afternoon.
Okay. We got a new guy. Tara is the new resident weirdo. Kathy fucking hates our guts because we left because we really have bad depression. I'm fucking sure of it. Can we go back here? No, we cannot. Our dead best friend was with our ex. We don't know how long they had that affair going.
Reminds me of a girl I met. She could only eat chips when she had stomach aches.
And Sam has a lot of things going on. Like a lot of fucking things. This game is pretty though, by the way. Very gorgeous.
He looks like those doctors you see on commercials.
Hi, Hugh. Have you seen Dennis?
Ah, Samuel. Sorry about Richard. He's always a little on edge. I'm surprised to see you up and about after the night you had. Honestly. I was afraid you'd end up like your friend. You were quite inebriated.
Let me be honest.
Honestly,
He's a doctor.
I don't remember last night. You saw me blackout drunk. Not my finest hour.
I would say not. After your barroom brawl, I did my best to prevent you from following that other man outside. And I tried to get you to hand over your keys, but you would have none of it.
Sorry about that. The man I had a fight with, Dennis. Have you seen him today?
Seen him? No. No, can't say I have.
Thanks anyways.
That article you...
Hold on. I'll be right back. It's the koala. She came back inside. Hi, koala. Golly. There is a freaking huge whelp. Hold on. I'll show you guys soon. Good girl. Ouch. Well, this is a fucking bruise. Oof. So, I have a crazy fucking welt on my arm. Don't think you can really see. Well, it's gonna bruise. I can tell. I don't know if you can tell from here. I don't have it on this arm, but this is gonna bruise. It's nasty. I don't think you can tell. Ouch, and that hurts too. Oh wait, no, I have one right here too. Oh wow, I fucking fucked up my arm today. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. Nope. Don't think you can really see it well, but it's fucking tender. Fucking tenderize the shit out of my arm today. Trying to climb through the fucking window. What am I, fucking Tarzan? Okay.
It's done this town a lot of good.
How?
How do you figure?
The mine was a band-aid on a torn artery. Sometimes, doing what is unpopular is still the moral choice.
You probably believe that.
I'd offer you something for that hangover, but I find in some cases, time is the best medicine.
Thanks.
My mom used to say that all the time. Now she only says it a lot.
Sounds like a wise woman. Listen to her advice. Now you have a good one, young man.
I like
Was there
you.
anything else you needed, by the way?
Are you
I heard
are
you
you
were
involved with
helping out
Miners
with the
Day?
celebration today.
Naturally. It's the town's biggest homegrown tradition. I've become quite a fan myself.
I never got into it.
No. A celebration of hard work and building something with your own two hands? Well, it's quite romantic. I'm from Florida myself, but it has that universal appeal.
Aw, damn, he's
If it
Florida
works for
again.
you.
Why move to Basswood?
I have to ask, why move here, of all places? You know, here, Basswood. A blink and you miss this town. People move out of Basswood, not in.
The town I used to work in had 100 other pharmacies in it. Oh, you'd make sales. But you don't get to know anyone, ever. Plus, if I'm being honest, I always imagined I'd retire in a small
Oh, okay.
mountain town.
That's a simple, good answer.
I'll stop bothering you. I need to get going anyways.
Not a bother at all. It's always a pleasure.
I
Do
like
come
you,
see me
Hugh.
again.
You're like a grandpa. Has a strong opinion on my article. Firmly believe it was a good thing. Maybe the only one in town. No coincidence he didn't grow up here. Um, Joe made us when she was 3. We don't really have any mementos on him. Nothing yet. Okay. Aw, I should have talked to Tara. She doesn't may have a lot of friends.
Still here after all these years.
I'm
She
sorry,
followed
Tara.
Nick to
Tara.
Basswood, but never liked it. Hey, Kathy.
Oh, Sam. What can I do you for?
Oh, you taking pills?
So, the wake.
None of us were on our best behavior. Nick would have been happy you showed up, no matter how anything else went. I left early myself to go check on Joan. Did you have to say that fantasy about her father being murdered was real?
That's not what I
just want her to be a little girl, not a little Sam Higgs, sneaking around and getting into trouble. And now all she can talk about is how you're gonna prove that she's right. Sorry. I know it's not your fault, but I just don't... I don't know what to do with her. She's my daughter, and I feel like I'm losing her. I gotta go. If the boss sees me jawing instead of working, I'll get an earful.
Should ask her if she's seen
No one in
Dennis.
here was much help. Not uncommon for miners to end up in those once they get black lungs.
Well, all we really got left is to go see Anna then, I guess. Next time, if I get the opportunity to talk to Tara again, I'm going to talk to Tara. I like Tara. She's a little freaky, but I like her. And who knows, she might be the clutch save I might need. I can't trust Kathy. Kathy's all. Woo. This sounds fucking going to the dumps. Well, I guess this is where Anna will be. Hi.
She pulls the look off a lot better than I could.
I like her outfit. Kind of fuck with it.
Hey, don't remember seeing you in town before. Passing by?
I'm from here.
I was born in Basswood. I was raised in Basswood, though I left for a few years.
Wait, you managed to leave and still came back? You'd never see me again if I left.
Why don't you then?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna take my millions of dollars and make a run for it. I can barely get by, like everyone else here. Too poor to stay, too poor to leave.
Damn, I'm sorry.
Somehow, I don't think the town's recent history will be included. Fine with me.
The history of Basswood. Have you ever wondered how Basswood got its name? Went from a small mining camp to the heart of the modernized Boone County. Join us at your favorite town hall and find out. Is Anna in there yet? I don't think so.
Remember when this whole celebration used to be twice as big? Back when this town wasn't just a dead horse we all keep kicking. Why do we even bother with this old place? Feels like a ghost town sometimes, except the ghosts haven't bothered leaving.
Okay. Kind of glad I stayed here for the gossip. Jaywalking doesn't matter. The town is small. Ha 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 ha.
Losing his legs seemed like the end of him, but he bounced back. Man, he's a rock.
Hi, Joe. Oh, God, you can still kick Sam's ass. Jeez.
Joe.
Sam? You old bridge jumper, how you been? What's the calendar say?
2 years, Joe. It's been 2 years.
Too long.
Did you not like
Heard you
Nick
showed up
either?
yesterday. Boys give you trouble?
Maybe a little.
Maybe a little. But don't worry. It's hard for me to blame them.
After the mine closed, well, it ain't easy to put food on the table. Don't let that weigh on you. No one else has lost their legs recently.
So, how have you been holding up?
Terribly. But Anna keeps me young. How'd you ever let her get away?
You probably know better than me.
I heard all about it. Still, I always liked you.
Hey, we got one up on Nick.
Shooters are a rare breed these days. I like a man that can look me in the eye and say what he means.
Have you seen Dennis
You
today?
haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
I wish. Just about the only guy I could talk hockey with.
Okay, so this is not that. So this is not that bad of a guy.
I could just grab anybody on the street. Dennis actually enjoys a man sport. But no, I haven't seen him.
Damn. Sam, we're not gonna ask that stupid fucking question. I'm curious.
I noticed you weren't at the bar last night.
Went home after the service. Being crippled takes it out of you.
Figured.
Normally, I'd be rotting away in my recliner, but I like to come out, see the decorations, pay my respects to old Iron here. This town's been a mining town before I was born, and it'll be one after I die.
Okay, I like
Get out
Joe.
and celebrate your roots every now and then.
I don't have the same perspective on Miners' Day that other people have.
No, I suppose you wouldn't.
I have places I need to be, but it's good to see you.
Just promise you won't wait 2 years before saying boo again.
Ooga booga.
I'll do my best.
Okay,
Joe
Sam.
has no idea where Dennis went. Someone must have seen him after the fight.
I like Joe. Joe's Anna's former farmer. It was Joe's accident that led me to write about the mines, and yet he doesn't hold a grudge for that or for letting his daughter down. Part of me likes to believe he sees me as a good man, but the other part knows that contempt is just hidden deep. Ooh, wow, Joe, you have a lot of self-hate for you, my guy. Nicole, 2 ports stay, two ports leave. It will make a good headline for an article, and I should write about Nicole. It's a real basswood story. Kathy kept it all these years, even though the colors have faded, and her old boss grumbled about the color didn't belong in the pharmacy. Even Joan says she wouldn't be upset to see it go, but Kathy would never throw it away. It's been there so long, it's taken on a life of its own. Soon Joan will do that too, take on a life of her own. But the glass jar will stay with Kathy, with the candle still inside, with the candle inside that never been lit. Probably will never will be. Okay. Blair Mountain history.
Never forget, huh?
20,000 men marched through Boone County to reach Blair Mountain in 1921, where they fought for what we have now. Nothing worth having if it's not worth fighting for.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Hello, young man. Of course you can ask. No promise answering.
Why do you bother cleaning the memorial?
Well, everything has to look its best for today, especially the miner.
I think it's 9 o'clock, so I gotta go meet Anna.
This year. Good thing Mr. Kirkland decided to help out. And besides, that way people can remember with pride we used to be rednecks.
That matters to you?
It should matter to every West Virginian.
How so?
And why do you think it should matter so much?
How many West Virginians does it take to screw in a light bulb?
This doesn't sound like a history lesson.
You answer my question, I'll answer yours. So, how many West Virginians?
Albite, how
I
many?
don't know. How many?
3. 1 to replace the light bulb. 2 to complain about how the old one was better.
You know what? At least I amused him. Good
That's
one.
pretty funny.
Yeah, just not the kind of funny you laugh at. So, you still want to hear the story?
I'm all ears.
Sure.
This fella here is a reminder of when coal miners stood together. You see, back 100 years ago, you'd be safer in the trenches than down in the mines. He didn't sit right with our boys. They demanded better conditions. Of course, the corporations, being what they are, refused and sent strike breakers.
The mine wars. Miners came out in force. Union men. Met the strike breakers over in Logan County.
That's right. 10,000 strong. And it all came to a head at Blair Mountain. The miners tied red bandanas around their necks for solidarity. Brotherhood. At least 100 men died in that battle. Blood spilled for what we have now.
It definitely makes for one hell of a story.
There's heroes everywhere. Heroes who died for what I have. So, I do my part. Feel I owe it to them.
I get it.
I think you do. Anyway, I'll get back to it. Gonna give her a real spit shine. You take care now.
Okay, let's go meet up with Anna. I think it's about time. Is she here?
I came here every morning before work to share a coffee with Anna.
But who knows? Trying to take my time, really
No luck
methodical.
so far, but I should keep digging around. Someone must have seen Dennis.
Okay, so hope to God this is not dead. That'd be kind of annoying if you fucking died.
Now I've gone and made a bit of a mess. Oh, Sam, is that you? Dear, please, could you help an old doddering woman?
You are many things, but not doddering. Plotting, maybe.
Sam, you shouldn't say such things, even if they're true.
I'm trying to help him with his reputation again, just a wee bit. Oh wow, I didn't mean to go back into my mind palace so quickly. Goddamn.
Okay, Millie, for 2 points.
With Joan.
What is the name of the pink pony on the animated cartoon show Prancers? The super cool one I was telling you about the other day? You know, my favorite?
Polly. Polly Pony?
No, that's her sister. She's totally different.
Then what is her name?
I'm not telling. What if the card comes up again?
You really like to win, huh, Bug?
All right, coffee for you and
He was
hot
more of a dad to
chocolate
Joan
for the
than
young.
Nick. Nick was probably having sex with Anna. Let's low
Comic
key.
about monsters?
It's about tardigrade man. He can survive almost anything. His only weakness is his own emotions. He's based on the microscopic tardigrades. It has 8 legs and can
Oh, she's a little nerd.
Huh. Well, it doesn't seem like the kind of thing a young woman should be reading.
She says she's gonna be an entomologist. What can you do?
I am going to be an entomologist. I'm going to study every bug, especially the crawlies. But tardigrade isn't a bug. It's a microanimal.
Water buffalo.
Well,
no, water
good
hippo.
for you. Sounds like just what a young woman like you should be reading.
Damn, Sam.
So, can we play this again tomorrow, maybe?
That's why. Because her dad wasn't really around to entertain her like that.
I promise.
Pinky swear? If you break those, you go to hell.
I don't think you're supposed to be using that language.
You can't break this. No matter what.
Fuck, we really gotta
Real
investigate
intense
Nick's
for a kid,
death.
you know that?
Say it!
I won't break the pinky swear, no matter what.
And we did break the pinky swear. Damn.
Thank you so much. You're always such a dear.
Say, Christina, have you...
Oh, Sam, it's been years. It really is so nice to see you.
Oh.
Yeah, likewise, but...
I wanted to come to the funeral yesterday, but just thinking about it, oh dear.
Now, I know you want to interrupt her, because I want to interrupt her. So eyes on me, buddy. Happy thoughts, deep breaths. Yeah, well, speaking of the...
Poor Joan, losing her father at such a young age. Oh,
Sam,
what
don't
a
snap.
Tragedy. I was trying to find one of those games she likes so much to cheer her up. Poor child only has Kathy now, and, well, far from me to criticize or anything, but these last few months, Kathy hasn't been all there, if you know what I mean. Hopefully this tragedy will be a wake-up call for her to be more present. She should take a few weeks off to be with Joan. I know you would never refuse. Don't you agree?
Yeah,
of course.
I'm sure if poor Kathy would only ask him for the time. But look at me. I talk and talk and talk, but you had something to say, didn't you?
Have you seen Dennis today?
There we go.
Dennis. No, it's odd, actually. He usually stops in here Sunday morning.
Weird.
Like how you and Nick used to come over from the paper with Anna every Friday. You three always seem so happy. Oh, but you, Sam, how have you been doing?
Not great. Let's be honest.
Sitting in my mom's spare bedroom and decomposing into Arrested Development.
Fucking A, Sam.
Well, at least you're decomposing with family. You look well.
I've been better. Hungover this morning.
You know what's good for that? Coffee.
Thank you,
I know,
Christina.
Christina. Not right now. I gotta go.
Damn it, Sam. I like Christina. Christina owns a cafe Americano just across the street from my old office. Anna, Nick, and I used to be regulars. Christina knows everyone in town. She's the gossip of Basswood. Serves great coffee with laughter that can be heard all the way across Basswood. At least it was like that in the olden days. Christina was generally kind to me. A sentimental old woman might be the only person in Basswood who doesn't hate me. No, we have Walter, Tara, Hugh, maybe Dennis, and Christina, and Joan. We gotta keep the promise to Joan. Ooh, she's Sicilian. Yep, Italian and Sicilian. Nice.
Not very inspired.
Coffee. You know what? I felt that.
Hey, man. Thought I knew everyone, but I don't know you.
I used to be a regular a few years ago.
Oh, right. You're one of those who skipped town when the mine closed down.
You could say that, yes.
Town ain't changed much since then. Same old boring Basswood. I know most people hate that, but I don't. It's quiet here. It's nice.
Until a murder happens.
There's no rush hour, I guess.
Right?
Probably a high school dropout, but he seems content in Basswood. Okay. Interesting. Probably like someone who crashed here for a little bit.
Good to see someone finally knows how to take care of a plant.
Itchy eyeball,
It's
sorry.
basic, yet so many people manage to mess it up.
Sam, I'm pretty sure you kill plants, and that's why you're saying that.
Glad to see Joan hasn't changed too much.
Missing, no reward. I have lost a book that by the tale of the grinding gears. It's a sixth book in the tardigrade man series. If found, please leave with Christina. She'll know. She'll let me know. Thank you. Let's find out for Joan then.
Cowboy must have lost his keys.
Declan. Okay.
Christina, always bringing positivity.
Cupcake contest. Bring your most creative ideas and delicious decorations. The winner gets three free dozen cupcakes. Inspire us. Inspire us with your cupcake dreams. The cupcake contest is back. Nice. If I have a keychain with Dinklin's name on it, cops and bastards don't go in for subtle. Do you think Dinklin chose his career path by watching Old Westerns? Maybe he sees Bastard as his own personal Wild West. My best armchair psychology says this was a gift from his fellow officers, or maybe even his boss, Sheriff Mitchell. There's something to be said for that simple conflict between good and evil, black hat versus white hat. At least Dinklin knows which side he's on. Interesting. Got a lot of suspects and a lot of interesting characters. Oh, hi, Joan. Mark Twain quote.
Now doesn't seem like the best time to bother her.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave you alone, Joan. Interesting. Hello, Dinklin. I found your keys. BTW.
At least the basswood jungle is still standing. It's not worth it. No one works on a Sunday. Well, no one except me.
Alright. No one's gonna be in there. Is that Dennis?
Now, I can't just have you hanging around here all day like a ghost.
It's a free country.
Hey, don't give me that. People have been complaining, so don't let me see you here again.
You fascist.
What you just... I'm just doing my job. It's nothing
Oh,
personal.
Declan, you got a bit of a power
Looks
hunger
like
in
you're
you.
not the only one who started off on the wrong foot today.
Sorry you had to see that. Some people you just can't reason with. Speaking of, you're still in town.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
Why are you looking for him?
I wanted to apologize for last night.
I'll just stay out of his way for a day or two. I heard you messed up Dennis pretty good last night. I'm not judging. His head's full of smoke. Takes a while to clear it out.
That person you were talking to? Who's that?
A lost soul. Vagrancy isn't a crime, but loitering and trespassing are. I try to be understanding, polite, but it's hard when no one is polite back. People call you pig or fascist just for doing your job. Then they go and do things like deface the whole town. And I'm the asshole? It could get under your skin. Where's you at day after day? I
grinds you down. It makes you feel like you've been lifting logs all day. Yeah, sorry about that. I went off for a spell. Just remember, this town don't always respect the things you do.
Trust me, I know. I don't want to keep you, officer. Have a good day.
Keep your nose clean.
Probably not, but you know, he seems more confident than. Oh, thank God. OBS dropped some frames for a second. Huzzah!
You know you're in Basswood when even the graffiti's about minors.
Miners, it used to be a big family outing in Basswood. Your dad would take you to the town center. You had to sit on his shoulders to see the marching bands or the musicians on their stands. There was a cotton candy and donut machine in front of the old hotel, balloons and pinwheels and sticky fingers and laughter everywhere. In the evening, the lookout point would be littered with teenagers making out. Miners, it was the glue that held the town together. It ran in people's blood, evening hours. It it's what makes Joe still come here, staring at the miner statue for hours on end. It allows him to see the proud community Basswood was, and standing tall in the Appalachian mountains, instead of the down on his luck town. It became once a mining town, always a mining town. They say. Well, I think Tara found what she needed to find. Let's go check on Tara. Oh, nope. Just want to see if I could talk to Tara. Probably not. I missed that interaction with her. Hmm. Hi, Joan. How are
Hey,
you
bud.
feeling?
What are you doing out here?
Hey, Muley. Waiting for my mom to get off her shift at the pharmacy. Drawing. I got a new journal after I left the old one somewhere. See?
Let's go. I hope I can find
Did
her
you get home
journal.
okay last night?
Yeah. I bike everywhere. It's not like anything scary bad happens in Basswood. At least not normally. Any word on my dad? Did you really look into it?
Nothing yet.
I haven't found
I'll
anything
just be
yet.
honest.
I don't think.
Let me know if you find anything. Please. I feel like I need something. It's just this town, you know? This place. It feels like I'm suffocating. I can't breathe. I can't think. I can't stand my mom. I don't like school.
Let's
well,
listen
except
to
for
her
science.
especially.
And just when I imagine myself in the future, I just don't. I don't know. I don't see this place or these people. I'm somewhere else. Anywhere else.
And she knows. Ah.
I know it's stupid, just...
It's not stupid. If you want, you can go anywhere in the world. Have
Got
adventures,
dog
fall
hair
in
on
love.
me.
I mean, that's what I've been told anyway.
Gross. Okay, well that other stuff sounds okay, though. Thanks for listening.
No problem. 10 out of 10. Amazing.
I got
Fantastic.
grown-up stuff I gotta do.
I've got kid stuff I gotta see about. So we're both busy.
Hey, Sam, adopt a child. Might well talk to her. She might have some insight on where the fuck Dennis is.
Betting there'll be a few more cups before she leaves. Some things never change.
Sam! Glad you came.
Of course. I said I would.
I can still be glad about it. So, I hear you got in a fight after I left the wake?
Fuck it.
Honestly, if it happened again, I'd have hit him again. He was asking for it.
That does sound like Dennis.
Yeah, speaking of, you haven't seen him today, have you?
Why? Afraid your powerful blows laid him up?
So, what are you working on?
I'm working on an article on how nature does its best to reclaim the land after a strip mining operation. Why are you looking for Dennis? I can tell something has you spooked. I can always tell.
Go on. Tell her. You could honestly use a non-imaginary person to confide in.
She might slow me down, or try to involve the cops.
She might do those things, yes, or she might be someone who you can trust, who can help.
Ooh, see? Alright. We're going to tell her.
I woke up today and my shirt was covered in blood.
Blood? What happened?
I don't know. Last night, pills and alcohol mixed. It's all a blur. That's why I'm looking for Dennis.
Have you tried the Basswood Jungle? He likes to work weekends.
No, not yet. I'll do that right now.
Sam, is there anything I can do to help? Oh, nah. I'm just gonna do my own thing. Oh, Sam. What have you done?
I mean... Look, I didn't have to tell you shit. I didn't have to tell you nothing. But I did. I told her everything about Dennis, the fight, the blood on my shirt. She took it better than I thought. She's worried, but she didn't freak out. Maybe things would have been different if I learned to confide in her before. I had a million reasons not to confide in Anna, but I did it anyway. I can't tell if this was the right decision. I still need to get to the bottom of whatever happened last night. But it's it's strangely comforting to think maybe I don't have to do it alone. Why do I see so much of myself in that kid, questioning, relentless, lonely? I wish I could have proved to her that she's wrong about everything. Her dad asked with her life being a dead end, if only. Honestly, Nick, you can't stop that. Shit kind of feels left.
Really didn't think Miner's Day would have survived the mine closing down.
Haha, propaganda be like, wee! Where did Joan go? The miners with no jobs, even though they probably could have, you know, try to make the town a little bit more prosperous.
Locked.
Oh, man.
I should check the back.
My.
Shit, I knew
Look
it.
what we got here. Is that Sam Higgs trying to get back in the newspaper game?
No,
I
I'm just
thought
looking for
you
Dennis.
got the message last night. Of course, it was hard to tell, considering you let Declan do your talking for you.
Look, fellas.
You know, Basswood can be a dangerous place.
Well, so maybe consider just getting before something bad happened to you.
Trust me, I'll be out of here as soon as I can.
Good.
Declan's right down the street.
Watch yourself while you're in Basswood, because we'll be watching you.
God, they're so fucking annoying. Brother, get a job. You know what, Sam? Maybe you shouldn't have closed down the mine. Maybe you should have let everybody get fucking black lung and call it a day. They are the worst. Just a nuisance. They're bored. And they're adult men. They're like 30-year-old men. It's like, dude, come on. Sorry you're broke. I'm so sorry that you don't have a job anymore. You're swinging your big man pickaxes. I don't know, get into the lumber business. Something. Plant a tree, cut it down. Do someday. Like, geez, Louise, Cracker Jacks.
Been a while. This place used to be my home, or at least felt like it.
Wow, they really like Pac-Man.
Where is Dennis? He should be in here.
All right, place your bets. Is Dennis dead or alive? Is Dennis dead or is he alive? Let's find out soon. Because I feel like he might kick off the murder. I hope that God Walter's not the bad guy, because I can't do another fake nice guy. Dennis is hell fucking dead. Jesus.
Dennis. Dennis. What happened? Who?
Go tell the police.
Is that how I got blood on me? Did I?
No, it couldn't have been you, because they all saw. Because we went back home. Well, not back home, but we went to the
You can do
hotel.
this, Sam. When you focus, you can think through any problem. Sam, no, don't think about that. Don't let it in.
Oh. Where's...
Keep going. You got
Okay.
this.
Okay, it's a mini game. We gotta...
give up, Sam. You almost have it.
Okay, they're mini games. Got it. Found you. Jesus, that's kind of intense. I'm not a murderer. I didn't do it. Breathe. We're fine. So I was a murderer.
This is Dennis's office. There must be some clues around. Come on, Sam. Keep it together. You can solve this. Figure this out before Dennis dies again and the panic overwhelms you. The chair is pretty far away from the desk, but I don't think that's important. Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this? Blood all over the monitor. Not much to go on. I need something useful. Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this?
Want to go home.
Gunshot. The bullet
Okay.
went clean through. The killer must have been close. Where did the bullet go?
Found it.
The bullet stopped here.
Jesus, this
Small
is
caliber
intense.
like Dennis's gun. I need to find that gun.
No.
There's nothing useful in those drawers. Dennis had his gun on him at the wake. The bullet stopped here. Small caliber like Dennis's gun. I need to find that gun. His gun is gone. He had it earlier. Where did it go? Trying to figure out the shooter's face is a waste of time. There's nothing useful in those drawers.
Shit.
Dennis had his gun on him at the wake. The bullet stopped here. Small caliber like Dennis's gun. I need to find that gun.
It's so stressful.
His gun is gone. He had it earlier. Where did it go?
Oh, God damn it. These minigames are stressful, dude.
Sam, stop it. Come back to reality. But you didn't do anything. Dennis was already dead when you arrived. Can't you see? Dennis was shot, and you don't even own a gun. How could you have done it? All you did was move his body, which is how your shirt got stained. Think about it, Sam. Calm down and think. You're right. I can
God,
see
this
it.
is so fucking stressful. Jesus.
I have the complete picture now.
So who shot him? Okay, so should we go to the cop? Yes
The
or
blood on
no?
the shirt was Dennis's, but I didn't kill him. I found him dead. Blackout drunk, panicked. I stumbled to my car. Luckily, I ended up back at the hotel and not wrapped around a pole. Now, I know I didn't do it. The police, though, may not feel the same way. I need to search the area. See if I can find out why someone would murder Dennis.
It's such a small town, too.
Killed. It may have something to do with Nick. Dennis's computer is still signed in. Seems like a good place to start.
You didn't deserve this. No one deserves.
Joel and the boys are still out for blood as if I didn't have enough on my plate. They are clearly planning to celebrate Miners' Day by breaking my nose, and I don't have time for distractions now. Frantically trying to solve Dennis's murder only made things worse. I realized I had to take a different approach. Calm down first, analyze second. This is this shot to death as death. He often pissed off a lot of people, but who would do this and why? And the thing is, his gun is missing. So we didn't take the gun because we already had the gun in hand. You two, Mary Gardner, Maria Foe at McKinley, Frank Gardner, going to be home very late tonight. Sorry, I need to make an asshole understand how the world really works. I won't be up to make breakfast, but there's some waffles in the freezer and should be. Aww. Let's do curiosity first.
Whatever Nick was looking into seemed big, but he said it fizzled out.
Dear Nicholas, I hope you had a pleasant trip. You mentioned last week you were on a brink of a big story. Things on our side have been rather lackluster, I'm afraid. I was hoping maybe you would like to share this old owl what you have up your sleeve, Walter Dotson. Sorry to disappoint, but I decided to drop the story. It turned out I did, and after all, better luck next time. Weird. Why would you drop it?
Emails between Nick and Dee. They're talking in codes. Nothing stated clearly. They didn't want to risk anyone learning of their meetings.
I didn't think I'd hear from you again. If you are willing to
Someone
talk.
was watching.
If you're willing to talk, I'm willing to listen. I can make the meeting. I can make the meet up tomorrow. Nick Dalton.
The puzzle comes together. Dennis was reading everyone's emails. He found out that Nick hadn't stopped his investigation like he'd told Walter. And that Nick was still talking to some informant. Then he decided to tell me. And now he's dead.
Now we're involved.
I need to look through any notes Nick left in his office and check Walter's computer. They have to have something for me to go on. Nick must have left some notes behind somewhere. Walter also might have something on Nick's work. I should look around.
Jesus. 2 years and shit already went left?
Valid question. Still not sure. They don't even work here anymore. Someone should really clean up this board. Nick's handwriting. Always paranoid about forgetting things.
11:41, don't forget. Okay. Yeah, I know how to read military time. Or just general time.
If I had the code, I could get in here.
Uh.
Nope. And with something like 10,000 combinations, I doubt I'll stumble on it. I should keep looking.
Hold on. I just want to do.
It was a good guess, just not the right one.
Okay.
I should keep looking. The only thing she cared about then was looking at bugs and drawing them.
That's why shit's called Bug. Cute.
Nick's computer is missing. Took it home to work or stolen? Weird. Nick was always more a fan of beer than working late.
I left some pepperoni rolls in the fridge. Don't work too late. P.S. Next time it's your turn. A.
Nick, Anna, and me.
Because it's a crime scene. I don't want to fuck up and then get pinned for taking it.
Nick's computer is missing. He took it home to work or stolen?
Hold on, let me go to Walters. That's not Walters now, is it?
Walter always treated us like family.
Okay.
There might be something around here that hints at Walter's password. Hopefully his password reminder isn't some esoteric book reference. Ugh. My heart's desire. It could mean a person, but also a place. Walter was never tech savvy. He just uses words that mean something to him. There's a good chance there's a clue in his office.
Oh, whoops.
Walter's desk is just like him, big and full of mystery. His granddad rock a thing? If so, Walter and Anna are both into it.
Ink Spot's greatest hits. No, it's about time somebody teaches you the real classes. Let me know what you think. A. Okay.
Good for Walter that Judith is doing all right. She means the world to him. So much so that she could be his password.
Dear Mr. Dotson, as per your mother's wishes, I am pleased to inform you that your mother is well on her way to a full recovery. Following a detailed and thorough medical examination, she is now fit to leave our care. As per my recommendations, Miss Judith will shortly leave Costa Rica. The warmer climate will help bring her back to her full strength. If you have any need of clarification, please contact me. P.S. Your mother asked me to remind you that your own medical exam with my colleague, Dr. Chavez, is long overdue. Sincerely, Dr. Lastufuca. Wow, I fucking butchered that name. Jesus.
Good for Walter that Judith
Judith.
is doing all right. She means the world to him. So much so that she could be his password. I can't imagine Walter getting a suntan at the beach. He can't stay still.
Tina, I hope you're not working too hard again. You must visit me in Playa Langosta. Lagosta is so beautiful. Mom, love you.
Prin never looked happy a day in her life.
Prin.
Been Walter's cat for years. Maybe he set her name as his password.
Anything else? Nope. Got two things we can do. Judith and Prin.
That's not it. I have to keep looking. That's not it. I have to keep looking. That was just after Anna came on. And we really were a small clan. He loves all his first editions, but Alice in Wonderland always came out on top. Wouldn't be surprised if that was his password.
Okay, Alice in Wonderland. Because that's hearts. It deals with hearts.
Walter had this article framed after he saw the boost in traffic the Haven got. Basswood is his blood and soul. Wouldn't surprise me if he set it as his password. Just reminders. Nothing that could be used as a password. A photo Walter took of his first desk on his first day of work. Nick inherited it. She used to be the office administrator ages ago.
Nothing else. Okay. Come on. There you go. Wonderland.
That's not it.
Basswood.
I have to keep looking. And I'm in. Let's see what secrets you got in here, Walter.
Help? Interesting. Here's a report on Nick's crash. You haven't asked for one of these in a while. Nothing at all that interesting here. Just another sad day on the roadside. West Virginia roads take more good sons than guns do. I wanted to extend my greatest thanks again for your help. You are a scar and a saint. It looks like I was worried unnecessarily regardless. Thank you for putting my mind at ease.
Mostly standard so far. By the book. I see why Walter wasn't worried.
Car found against a tree surrounded by debris. Fire started at or after impact and burned out with Nicholas Warden in the driver's side. Skin marks on the other trees suggest the driver was started by an animal and exited the road at high speed. Driver most likely inebriated in some form.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. Nick would never drive without his seatbelt on. And he always kept his window open.
Type of incident, date incident, April 2nd, 2017, roadside accident, date, airbags, employee seatbelt was not on, windows were rolled up, driver probably was drunk and forgot the belt. Fire burned out on a small area around the car but did not spread. Unknown if driver was alive at the time of the crash, but if still did not survive fire, blunt force trauma, smoke inhalation, or burns are all possible causes of death. That's
the car really
weird.
Burned. Though that's very uncommon in most crashes. Walter got the police report from Bess. Nick was supposedly drunk at the wheel, which doesn't sound like him. And his seatbelt was off and his windows up, which both sound very wrong. Walter seemed to buy it, but I don't know if I do.
That's why Joan was like, that's fucking weird.
I think it's time I check Nick's office. Hope he still leaves his notes out.
Hold on. I want to, like, look at more of that, though. No? Fuck.
The only thing she cared about then was looking at bugs and drawing them. They don't even work here anymore. Someone should really clean up this board.
Hmm. 2341. That's probably a thing to his computer.
If I had the code, I could get in here.
4123.
Nope. And with something like 10,000 combinations, I doubt I'll stumble on it. I should keep looking.
Oh, hello. 3121. This was Bug's journal. 3121.
4 digits. Wonder if that's the new code for the archives.
Three one two one 3121 3121. 3121.
Thanks, Bug. Your obsessive snooping pays off. Nick always kept extensive records of his work. He was almost obsessive. How could there be so little information regarding his last investigation? Nick was looking into the impact the closure of the mine had on Basswood. But what was he looking for?
Okay. Unemployment skyrocket after the mine closed. Very normal. Find out in the last year or so on the rebound. Numbers looking good. Trend or outlier need more data points. Okay.
Nick was traveling all over. Train tickets, hotel bills, out of state even. He was tracking something. Or someone.
Nick Warden 254.
Nick had a contact. Same name as in the email. He was onto something big.
January 27th, not 8 p.m. with D, twitchy guy, but might have something useful. 2/12, February 12th, 5 p.m. second meeting with D. This is actually something assuming he's not full of crap. Always wants to meet in spooky spots. Maybe he's seen too many movies. March 18th, 10 a.m. with D. Had to buy him breakfast. He said we couldn't meet anymore. It seems like a dead end. April 1st, I lost him. Glad he's open to talking again.
What Nick was looking into was something big and dangerous. It's why he was so careful. So, did you come to the logical conclusion to this mess we're in?
Nope, not yet.
Just a hint. We should get out of town immediately.
I need to be very, very
Basswood
careful.
isn't the safe, sleepy town it once was. Exactly. Like I said, you should get out of town. And the details of Nick's death, it doesn't sound like him. 2 years is a long time, Sam. He may have changed more than you know. Changed decade-long habits? I need to go to the crash site. Just remember, if you're right...
Sam? What's happening? Dennis. That's Dennis. What happened? Is he...
Anna,
is
listen
he...
to me. You need to be here with me and listen to what I have to say.
Oh my God, no. It's... How could this happen?
He died last night. Hours ago. Not much we can do right now. He asked me to meet him here after, but I was so drunk I arrived late. And the person that actually showed up killed him.
Your bloody shirt was clearly from this. That means you were here yesterday. It links you to the crime scene. And you've been running around town all morning asking about Dennis. It won't look good. We need to call the police.
They'll think I killed him. I thought I did at first. I have no alibi.
This is not about you. Dennis had a family. They have to know what happened. It's the right thing to do. Do you want Walter to find his body come Monday?
She has a point. Someone is gonna find him eventually. Involving the police would only slow us down. I'll be more efficient on my own. Efficient and possibly friendless. You've already trusted Anna once. I suggest you keep on that road.
Fuck. Fine. Fuck.
Okay. But not that phone. Use one of the landlines here and don't leave your name.
You remember I'm a journalist, right? I know how to keep things confidential.
Also, I think whoever did this might be linked to Nick's accident.
This is about Nick? The crash?
I'm going to the crash site to confirm my suspicions.
I'm going with you.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
You trusted me before. It's only fair I do the same for you. I'll call the cops from here so they can't track us.
All right.
Hopefully this doesn't bite me in the ass, Anna. Because I don't know if you're cheating on me while... I don't fucking know. Don't make me go tweaking. Don't get me tweaking.
Here we are.
It barely looks like anything happened.
It's been a week, but we'll find something. I know we will.
Is it okay if I stay here? I don't think I'm ready to...
Sure. I doubt I'll be good company anyway.
You mean you're over-focused to the point of non-reactive thing? I remember. Especially how you always end up being right, somehow. I hope.
You know, Anna...
I don't know what I'm hoping for.
Now's not the time for you to be a fucking bitter ex. Come on. Sorry to be so reactive about that. It's just, right now, it's not...
This is the place.
Time for you to be very bitter about stuff. No one told you to go sleep with my best friend. No one told you to. Sorry, I know. Fucking rude of me. But no one told you to go sleep with my ex-best friend. in hopes of rekindling some type of shit you felt for me. God. I'm a little fucked up in the head, Anna.
Nick,
You should have better
I'll get
taste
to
of
the
men in the
bottom of
beginning.
this. First, gather the clues. Cold, hard, plain facts. That's the only way I'll know what really happened.
Okay, let's see. Hello? Game? There we go. Oh, weird. First off, is there anything around this area? I'm having a blast with this game. So far, I'm having a really good time with it. Skid marks won't be here anymore, so first let's go to the obvious area where he hit the fucking tree.
Debris from Nick's car. The police didn't clean up very well.
Of course they fucking didn't. Why would they? Okay.
The car went up like kindling. It was pretty intense, judging the damages to the area. The bark got badly burnt. Must be where Nick crashed.
That's why. See, I'm kind of glad we promised Joan and we kind of took her seriously. Weird. I mean, when you think about it, if someone were to crash, that has to be a really hard directional veer off. Like when you look at it, he would have to come flying down, hit a couple of those trees before he came zooming down this way. You know? Cause yeah, even then, like, let's pretend that I'm driving. You're going down, and you saw an animal. You scared off. He wouldn't fall down here. He would have to fall somewhere over here. You know? And that's just me. If I were to, do the investigating stuff. Let's see. Is there any skid marks I can grab?
A fuel stain. From Nick's car? Was it
Yeah.
leaking fuel?
See, like, looking at that, no, that wouldn't make sense because those trees would have been fucked up already, you know? Because when you think about it, if someone was drunk and then they crash, it's very convenient they crash into that divot and not, like, right here. Oh! Hold on. I don't know if my Twitch chat is not catching up. Oh, thank you so much! Hold on. Let me go somewhere so I can thank you properly. Thank you so much, Doc Dustin. I appreciate it. Much obliged. But yeah, looking at that, no, that wouldn't make sense. He could not have crashed down there. Someone set him up. He was set up because he started getting a little bit too goddamn nosy for his own good. That means someone in this town really did not like him. Huzzah! 10 Twitch followers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, everybody. Much appreciated. I think the next goal will be getting up to 30. I'm gonna say 40. Let's get to 40 more followers. I think that'd be fantastic. Okay, back to investigating. We looked at that already. Is there anything over here? Can we find an animal? Okay, I'm glad I didn't miss anything for chat. For Twitch side. That's not a clue. That could have been. Oh, haha.
An animal came through here. Maybe that's what surprised Nick. But the tracks don't reach the road.
Yeah. Very convenient, though. You probably found the animal trackings. Yeah, because then it would have showed up here, especially if it was still fresh. Well, no, that's not true, because that means they would have saw the animal trackings in there. We had really no investigators for this area.
Best to leave her alone. It's a lot to take in.
Yeah, she started dating Nick like 2 years ago, but apparently, you know what though? What that was a cover. Because that could definitely be a fucking cover, you know? I wouldn't be surprised if that's a cover, like, oh yeah, they started dating when Sam left, conveniently. Maybe that was a cover for Nick to come and go as he please? Whoops, started to go a little bit too far. Can't go over there. Ah. Nope.
Two of the road signs were torn out. Did Nick's car do that? No skid marks, no trace of sudden braking.
Yep.
The tire tracks clearly show where Nick's car went off the road. The fire shouldn't have been able to spread that far.
It was set up.
That piece of wood must be from one of the damaged road signs.
Someone did not like Nick.
These road signs are intact. Not a scratch on them.
Yeah. And not a single tree got fucked up either. Not a single goddamn tree. That really doesn't make sense either, because if he came down there, but the animal tracks...
Maybe Nick tried to avoid this log. It's a bit far from the road.
Yeah, it's a bit way too far from the road. Because the animal tracks are right here. And you're trying to tell me the animal came out here and he swerved. He would have to swerve this way, not this way. So that means an animal had to have come out from this way in order for him to swerve that way. And even then, that means he swerved off here. He would have to hit the rock first, not the signs. Unless he saw the rock, that he swerved this way quickly. But then again, he would have to show some skid marks swerving back and forth until he hit this area and came down here. But there's no track, there's no like legitimate track marks going all the way down here. And even then, he wouldn't have hit that tree, he would have to hit this one right here. You know? So again, he would have to came over this rock all the way down here. And again, there will have to been some kind of damage markings, even then, from the crash. This is a terribly set up murder area. See, like right here makes sense if the car came flying into this tree, but it doesn't make sense for that tree. That means it slowed down to a stop. Yeah, see? But again, that doesn't make sense because he would have had to came flying really far, really fast in this direction. And that doesn't make sense unless he swerved like a bat out of hell, like an asshole. Alright, looked at that. I'm missing one more inspection site. I know I am. Here we go.
Nick took this turn every day. It shouldn't have surprised him.
Yeah, we got everything. Alright, let's see. Where's our starting point? Our
That's
starting
all
point.
the information I need. Time to put everything together.
Alright, let's start. Oh, my arm is killing me.
The
This is gonna
report
be a
states Nick
nasty
was
welt.
driving under the influence of alcohol. He was startled by an animal.
Yeah, it does make sense now, does it?
And drove through a road sign before crashing into a tree.
But that's too early. Yeah. That's way too fucking early, though.
Things don't add up.
They don't. It was hella set up. The light, the leaking oil helped make the fire to cover up what needs to be covered up.
I need to find out what really happened.
Okay, unconscious. Not, he can't be caught on fire though. Nope. Hold on. Because the thing is, we still need to include on how it happened. None. There was nothing here.
The road signs were damaged. 2 of them torn and burnt.
That means he brought it down with him. And it hit here. Then it caught on fire.
The fire damaged both the car and the tree heavily.
There's no obstacle. Because he couldn't have noticed it. If he noticed it, he would have went off that area.
Only one simulation fits the evidence. The police report was wrong.
He's hyper
I thought you quit.
analytical.
I did. So, did you find anything?
Ooh, wow, it stuttered. My bad.
Nick, he was murdered.
Jonah was right.
I'm sorry, I don't... The police report was clearly wrong.
Fucking...
Anna?
Here, just...
Joe, it's Sam.
Where's Anna? Is she okay?
Yeah, she's right here. She's just a bit busy.
I need her to come back immediately. There's been a break-in at her place.
What? Are you all right? What happened?
I wasn't there when it happened. Just arrived. Call the police, then call my daughter.
We're on our way.
They're after Anna next. They're trying to clear out everybody
Someone
who's
broke into
involved.
your house.
Oh, they're gonna be after Joan. See? I'm about to fucking... Damn. I'm about to tell Kathy to get the fuck out of town real quick. And
okay,
what?
So, about Dad. Don't tell him what we found. Please. It'd just worry him for no reason.
How are you holding up? After finding out what we found out.
I'm guessing about as well as you. Not great. Let me go calm my father down. I'm pretty sure he's ready to call the National Guard.
Anna.
Maybe give her a few moments with Joe before you barge in. Also, take a few moments for yourself as well. You used to live here, and now some other guy, Nick, of all people, was living here. With her. Things are different. She's different. You're different. I'm different. But am I different enough to not fall into old patterns? Keep in mind, Sam, no matter how much you want to, you can never go home again.
All right. Before we end off, after I found Dennis murder, Anna and I called the cops. We tried to cover our tracks as much as possible. I'm not happy about Anna getting mixed up in this, but being honest with her feels like the only right thing to do in this whole mess. Realizing that Nick's death could only have been a murder brought me focus and clarity, but for Anna, it was a shock. She barely had time to react, but there's no doubt it had her hard. He kind of does. He kind of looks like a little Polar Express boy. The one with the glasses. They both look like one without glasses, one with glasses. Next accident report was shabby. I can't count on the police anymore. Worse, they might think I killed Dennis. I'm not sure dragging Anna into this it was smart. Nick was investigating something. He always wanted to break a big story, but in the end, did it fizzle out like he said to Walter, or was he just keeping things to himself? Not that I've been to the site where Nick had his fatal crash. I'm convinced it was an accident. Drunk driving and speeding just doesn't square with his personality. Getting in over his head when an investigation does, unfortunately. Apparently, Dennis used his IT privileges to read people's emails. He knew Nick was investigating something. It was why he knew Nick was investigating something. Is this why he was killed? Most likely. Walter had these nameplates. It was tradition at Batswood Jungle to have an end of the year party in the office. Walter insisted on it, paying for booze and food out of his own pocket. One year, he even got presents for everyone and engraved nameplates for your desk. Now, if anyone walks in here, they will see that we mean business. Walter started at Basswood Jungle as a gopher, having dropped out of high school after his father passed away. He climbed up the ranks over the years. He lives and breathes the newspaper. Telling stories gets under your skin. He would always say, "Your comrades are family, and we look after our own." Looks like he could not bring himself to throw out our nameplates even after you left. For the day, Tara decided Bass Jungle needed a team photo. Nobody wanted to do it, but they couldn't say no to Tara without a good excuse. And it looked like it only took her about half an hour to get the entire office. Didn't say he be in the photo only if you could be there too. He knew you would never like force fun pub quizzes, organized team lunches. You're elected to pose for a photo was a safe bet. But you agree, Tara was pleased with herself. A team photo only really matters if everyone's in it. Maybe she had a point. It's the only team photo that Basswood Jungle has ever taken. All right. And with that being said, we are going to pick up this game next week. I'm very excited. This was a very fun first video for this. Oh, cool. You can see all the stats and stuff. I can't wait to get back to this game next week. I'll see you all this Wednesday for more Rapture Beloved or Beloved Rapture and Pathologic 2. I will see you all this Wednesday. I hope you have a great time. Thank you all my VOD watchers and all my lurkers and all my chatters. I appreciate you so much, and we'll see you all this Wednesday. Bye. Oh, excuse me.